The Mitre 10 Cup, proudly brought to you by Mitre 10.
Kia ora and welcome to Kaikohe Rugby Club. Kaikohe, originally a Māori village called Aponga, recognised as being the very heart of the culture of the great Ngāpuhi iwi. The final round of the regular season of the Mitre 10 Cup for 2020, the Cambridge Blues welcome Waikato to the winterless north. Sideline the former Kamo kid, kia ora, Ian Jones.
Yeah, kia ora, Willie Batesy. Good afternoon, viewers. Summer has indeed arrived, I've got to say, in the mid-north. Willie, low-say conditions are perfect, with the only challenge I see for the players and spectator alike being those high temperature, which is going to go into the mid-20s. Quickly though, Willie, quick shout out to the ground staff here. The field is in A1 condition.
And alongside me, Stephen Bates.
Yes, Tane's here, everyone's here. It's a great day, and a big day too for both sides, well and truly in semi-final contention, both plenty to play for.
Well, of course, this being Kaikohe, it means that they're going to get a cultural welcome, the Arahi, from the local club, Te Tira Paraoa. Northland will come from one side of the field. The visitors, Waikato, will come from the other. And let's have a look at the home side, Northland, as they get ready to walk out. Not far away from making a presence here, as we see there, Luke Jacobson leading out the Waikato men. This is a terrific ground, as Ian Jones had mentioned. Good crowd in as well. And so Te Tira Paraoa will welcome both teams to the far north. Terrific. The Arahi from Te Tera, Paraoa. Something very special for the fans as well as the team. And now a chance to have a look at the Waikato team.
You certainly are. Plenty of positional changes here. Takiaho's back in 2. Thompson will come in 4, and that pushes Burr to number 6. Jacobson and Messam obviously stay there. Big change at 10. Waka will be there. Drops Sullivan back to 15. So plenty of positional changes for the Waikato side tonight. Parker, the local boy, in 20 for the Mulus.
And the home side as well. It's a big tight 5 for this Northland team with the Goodhue and Caird paired up in the second row. Sam McNamara gets the number 8 shirt, and his combination with Knock and Hawkins will be crucial. Formidable midfield with class, pace, and the back 3, Highland, Mathalai and Wright, and there you can see plenty of impact from the bench as well. Special day for the ball boy as well, Isaiah Moon from the Kaikoura Rugby Club, his favourite player, Johnny Cooper, who could make an impact in the second half. And of course the game being controlled by Mike Fraser. And so we're all set in anticipation of this, the Cross Premiership Championship game. Northland have secured a position. North, Waikato, they want to make sure that they are in the semi-finals. Currently third on the table, so much to play for in the final round of the regular season. And we're underway. Nice high start from Waka down to Knock. Gets caught in the tackle of Te Whare. And now Lee. Luatangi Lee scored 3 tries this year for the Taniwha. Gives Knock a chance to get in. And now look to pass or kick.
4, step 4. Let's use it.
Hawkins in the pocket, but Knock will kick. Good basic play from the Northland Taniwha from the get-go.
Good basic play, and you mentioned it, Willie. This is an area which interests me. 3 big, they were underway. That's why it interests me.
Well, the referee had his back to them, so Taukei'aho immediately gave the offload, and now they get it back into the hands of Norris. Norris chopped down, just 3 short. Waikato on the attack. Rowe thought that he could get over the line, can't. Now they reset, they go out a little wider out to Josepho Scott. He's belted in the tackle from the defence as the ball slowly finds its way to Rowe. Jacobson driven back by Caird, good defence from the Cambridge Blue. Rose in there again, the forwards say get out of the way. 5 phase, it started from the quick line out. Burr, Hamilton Burr wears 6 for Waikato. They set it out to the right. Josepho Scott, short pass. Here's the opener for Waikato. Had to come. They caught Northland napping, and the captain, Luke Jacobson, goes over.
There was a feature of their play last week too when they played Bay Plenty. The little interlinking of their forwards, little pop balls around the ruck, and they've started very, very well in that area this afternoon. And here it is, the lineup. This is what I was going to say, is an area of concern for them, I believe, with 3 big tall timbers in the Taniwha team. And that's what they've come up with, that one there. And they've gone down, and then they've just had patience from here, recycled. And another area they were very, very good at is this little interlinking play. The man that leads the competition and carries, the skip, gets their first one.
And the chat, I think, under the Taniwha post at the moment, Batesy will be, they just switched off for a moment. Once you switch off, and under the pump, it's very hard to regroup. So settle that down in your mind. You're starting at 0-0, even though it's going to say 7 on the post. Get some possession, work back into it.
Bodine Waka adds to his percentages for 2020. 2.5 gone. Waikato lead by 7. Here he is, former All Black, and we look at Kara Pryor as well. They really were. The referee had his back to the line-out, which is a surprise to me that he let it continue. He was actually in the middle of the line-out. But nonetheless, the first points are on the board. And now Waikato again, through Finau. Boy, has he been a class player for them. in this season as they now look to push it a little bit wider. Sullivan comes up from fullback to Tapaya's got a man on the outside. Tapaya breaks the tackle. Now the inside pass to Rowe. Rowe's got Jacobson. 10 short. Waikato expressing himself. Walker has to go in and play halfback. Out to the right they go. Josefo Scott, short pass to Taukiaho. Pick and go, that's Norris, but he's run into one of his own players. It's been all Waikato in the opening 4 minutes of this game.
An interesting start. We alluded to it as we're going to have a look here. They go wide to Pye, puts a fend on Ranger to get rid of him. And this threaded the needle beautifully to find Rowe. And then Jacobson just not quite enough speed. And unfortunately, it just breaks down here.
First scrum of the game as well. Camo, and this will be a real test for the Northland team.
Yeah, they're under the pump conditions perfect. What wind there is actually slightly at the Tani Wha's back, but their exit strategy will be to bring our ruck and then maybe clear. Scrum first, so Willie.
Fine. Sit.
Sam Knock releases Tua, the under-20 representative for New Zealand, gets up and over the gain line. Out of Kaitaia College, they go out wide again, and this is James. In fact, that's Josh Goodhue, my apologies. Much better angle now for Hawkins, nice contact. Oh, that's a wonderful play from Northland. Yeah, that'll put a smile on the face of George Connier.
Here we'll have a quick look at the table here, and as you'll see, Waikato are second equal with Tasman, and they are 42 points behind on differential. So Tasman is actually ahead of them, and so they'll want an open game. They'll want to win. They'll also want 5 points to put real pressure on Tasman, who go down to Otago. And there it is there. There's the other side of the Northland. They know they're in the they know they're in the semis. Can they jump above the Naki?
So the two tables there, the premiership that the Waikato are involved in, the championship that Northland are playing in. Glorious conditions here. Geez, it's warm. Up here in the broadcasting, so I can only think what it's like for the players out in the middle as Messam gets it under control. Rowe will kick. The box kicks nice and high. Highland in his 50th goes up, gets 2 feet on the ground before he's tackled by Te Whare. Driven backwards too is Jordan Highland. They arrive, it's slow ball.
Use the ball.
Well, the only time Northland have got out of their own half was when they kicked off. Still inside their own 50.
Come on, boys, break out, boys. Let's fucking go. Sit. Sit.
Waikato win the line out and they bring it down on that side. Special day though. They throw the line out, they weren't ready, and Taukiaho playing at halfback steals the ball and gets an extra couple of metres. Rowe is in there, and now Messam playing at first receiver, and at first 5 puts out the big fend, does a 36-year-old. Up and over the advantage line, and now it's to Pyre again. Boy, he's a handful. Top try scorer for the Moolus with 5 this year. They've got a penalty advantage, and they'll take the penalty here.
13.
So not rolling away. Well, Sam.
We also had 5,
Kidd,
was it? Offside.
Out of St. Peter's, and
Yeah.
And Jones, interesting, that man that's given away the penalty, he's heading to the New South Wales for Super Rugby.
Yeah, we saw an opportunity, didn't get one here in New Zealand. Big line out forward, of course, good ball carriers, had a pretty good 2020. Waikato looking, as Stephen Bates mentioned, to win first, 4 tries if possible in the victory. And really interesting, the last line-out strategy, something Northland will have to look at. 2 halfbacks, using Burr and Liam Messam in the scrum half position. Burr coming in late.
Team Blue,
something Northland need to shut down.
Is he off? Or?
Dan Hawkins is out on the left-hand side of the field, and he's not in a hurry to go, but it is an HIA.
No, time's
Yes,
going
Willie the
on,
man
boys.
coming on, jersey
Water off.
22. He's a
Okay.
local boy.
Time's
Johnny
going on.
Cooper is his name. His old man.
He's on.
A lot of people, North Auckland fans back in the day, I remember Percy
Right, use
Cooper.
the line, boys. Watch your timing.
Hard-running, very powerful centre.
Time on.
North Auckland in the mid-80s, and now currently runs the best fish and chip shop in the mid-north.
Good knowledge. Great to hear. Thanks, Camo. As Waikato throw the ball, and Robinson is there competing. But now the ball comes back. Taukiaho, their trademark run. They go a little wider, and now coming in is Rogers, Lewis Rogers. He's only 4 short. Waikato smell blood in the water. Up here in Northland, Rowe again gets it out to Josepho Scott. He goes a metre short. Robinson with another tackle.
Come back over here.
Referee will come back for the penalty. A mountain of possession
blue,
here for
offside.
Waikato, 71%,
Jumped across and then offside.
93% territory.
And 15.
They've got a mortgage on the ground here, have Waikato.
And if they follow their last intent, they'll either
Make
go
sure you're
scrum
trying
or
to clear
line
release
out
it on
here.
the feet here,
And to
too.
me, they're going line out, and to me, that shows what they want out of today. Yes, they want to win, but they want 5 points. They want to rack up as many points as possible because they are trying to hunt down Tasman.
Watch him throwing across, boys.
Lineouts have been good, and so they bring it down through James Thompson.
Yep, line outside there.
He's another local product out of St. Peter's and Cambridge. As Taukiaho scored 1 try this year. Now they drive forward. Taukiaho.
You're fine there. Always fine there.
Referee says play on. He's close. Mike Fraser's having a look. Northland say no way.
Bring it over.
They get the scrum.
Down by the red man. Perhaps more.
Well done, Taniwha. And I think it's either
Wasn't,
Robinson
into
or
his
it's
fine.
Goodhue that's got in
Yeah,
and
always
killed that
found
one.
out.
And they just need a chance to breathe the Taniwha. It's not Robinson because there he is there. So come around the side here and they get in there and they get involved and they shut it down. And Northland, they just need a chance to breathe because it's been all Waikato early on.
Willie will just jump in there. A update on number 10, Dan Hawkins. He has failed the head assessment. He will be off for the remainder of the game. We wish him okay in his recovery for next weekend's semi-final game, which means Johnny Cooper, the local boy, will stay out there the remainder of the game.
Thanks for that. So you make your debut, you come on in the 8th minute of a game, and it's been all Waikato.
It's down and unstable.
So Cooper rather in his second game for
I'll get your bind a bit
Northland.
higher
Of course,
so
he
can
played
get his bind up on your back
in
as
last
well.
week's, but he's up, and now the pressure.
Yeah,
They
so
just
I've-
haven't had any
I've
field
asked them to
position.
get
They
his
haven't
bind
had
high so
any
you can get yours up,
territory.
okay?
Waikato have
Binding
spent
down
3 minutes of that 10 inside the opposition 22.
Look at that, there it is, territory, 93%. The only time the Taniwha's got out of their 22 is by a couple of Sam Knock
Crouch.
clearance kicks.
Bind. Sit.
Great team working with us with the stats showing you just how dominant Waikato have been, and now Sam Knock again gives it to Tua. The Tua man breaks through. Gets rid of the first tackle, gets a little bit isolated, but the
On the
referee
side.
now.
You didn't swing around
Boy,
far
this
enough.
will be
You're on
a
the side.
big relief for not only the Northland team, but also the fans that have packed in here. Just a word too. Fellas, how good is it to bring the game to grassroots? Ian Jones, this is what we should be doing more often.
Yeah, the Kaikoura Rugby Club, this is their home venue. Northland, of course, have brought other games here. Super Rugby Blues beat Chiefs, so they had 3,500 people. About 2 in this afternoon. Well,
Caird wins the line out. It's beautiful. A throw from Olsen.
First stoppage.
Knox will kick. Well, they thought about it, then they kept going, and the referee hadn't called to get rid of it. Now they've got some momentum here, Northland. They've gone 12 metres, and now it collapses. Is that a penalty? Yes, it is. Smart play from the home side. Ranger has a look, beats the first. Of course he does. It's Reno Ranger. Great run from the midfielder. They go the same way. Tua has a look, the step, and now Tua's through the gap. He's got inside pass. Northland go in with a beauty to
say we might not have had any ball, but don't forget about us. And unfortunately there, twice in a row, Sullivan has been skinned, and you don't have to give these guys a second invitation to score a try. Sammy Knock gets in for number 4 for the season, and Camo, this is some try. Comes from Ranger. There's a break after a very, very good carry in the midfield. He just keeps fighting his feet, and not for the first time. Tamati Tua, he gets on Sullivan, he gets outside him and beats him. Knock runs a lovely line, plenty to do, beats one, great step. Welcome back, Taniwha.
A lot of credit to the whole Taniwha team under the pump after 2 minutes conceding that try. They stayed composed, haven't had a lot of ball, had that opportunity, and Sam Knock, without doubt, having his best season to date. Conversion successful, Willie.
Rene Rangers have run for 413 metres. He's beaten 18 players this year. And his inside partner, Tamati Tua, you mentioned it, Batesy. Boy, he didn't skin him. He turned him around and sent him the wrong way. Unbelievable, Northland. Bowden Waka puts it high in the sky. Good Hugh. Does what he does every time he puts on the jersey. So reliable. It's Josh Goodhue. Now they've given away a penalty, though. That will disappoint. The coach needed support there quicker.
Yeah, I thought he was out. Yep. Shot call.
It's an interesting decision, sort of change of tactics here. We've seen them turn down kicker ball penalties on 3 occasions, and this time here they've decided, to tell you what, we'll take this one, which is probably the hardest out of all of them.
Well, at the end of the day, Batesy, this is an NPC game between Waikato and Northland. The winner's the #1 mindset. The bonus point will come after that. And you called that right, Willie Lowe. So just a little bit isolated was Josh Goodhue. Josh Goodhue, of course, 25 minutes down the road at his club, United Kawakawa, where their only All Black is his twin brother.
Bodine Waka started his first-class career in Poverty Bay way back in 2012. 30 caps for Taranaki, now with the Waikato. Former New Zealand Sevens player as well, certainly within his range. Waka extends the lead, it's 10-7. He's some player, Bodine Waka. 26 years old out of Gisborne Boys High School. And there is Goodhue out of Mount Albert Grammar. Boy, we are blessed with some of the talent that they've got and they're bringing through at such a young age here. As Johnny Cooper gets us underway. That's a nice kick just inside the field of play. Northland now putting pressure on Waikato to try and move it inside their own half. There's 2 heavyweights going at it there with Messam running straight into Robinson. Now the clearance kick. Wright is there, goes up and claims it beautifully. Isolated, Waikato walks straight over the top. Counter ruck looks good from the Mulu, but they didn't keep their feet, they went straight to deck.
From the back. Off feet. Stay on your feet, drive through.
Got to support their own body weight, don't they? And Rampling.
Oh, I thought timing was okay.
Just went straight down, and now you can see Wright just asking the question about whether he was tackled and he had feet on the ground. Referee says, you were fine.
I thought Mike Fraser was going to let him away, so might have just been in there, but this is here. So watch him over the top, on the ground, 1 on the ground, 2 on the ground, 3 on the ground. Correct decision.
Hold it. Open up at the front, Red. Step off.
Goodhue, Caird,
7 and 1. Step off.
Robinson have been the 3 go-to players.
Yeah. Hold there.
When you look at the stats throughout the year, they've got the big, tall timber there. You can see them all standing behind each other, Robinson. And that's the person they lift, of course. The big, long levers will get them higher. And now they bring in a player from the outside, Mathalai, running from outside in. Ball is there, Knock, and...
He's on the ball, lifting. He should have had it.
Jeez, that was the delayed whistle there.
No, he should have had it straight away. Back you go. He's straight on the ball.
G. Bates, he's been pretty impressed with the Hamilton Burr second turnover. I thought Carter Pryor did a wonderful job. Maybe just a fraction of a second too late for the referee's liking. Therefore, the penalty to the Waikato. Good to have such a strong man in that 6 jersey.
Yeah, you're off the line.
They almost did too well, Camo. Look at them. They get him behind almost too well, and they run away from their support a little bit. It was only a split second, but he said he was lifting, so fair enough.
Line-out's working well. Jacobson is their go-to guy. They've used him on 28 occasions just this year, and you can see why. The forward momentum, they continue to drive.
Got the penalty advantage in the
They've
side.
got a penalty advantage as well, and so it's in the hands of Norris. Caird comes over the top. Rowe releases a lovely little late ball for Rampling. Goes through the gap, and now it's Mathala. They'll come back for the penalty. Northland guilty of coming in through the side.
It's on the 10 or the halfway? Yeah. No. Do you know? You jumped across and then come in the side.
Well, Waikato won the last 2 games against Northland.
Could be more accurate around those mauls, boys.
And as you mentioned, to Batesy. Have a look at this, Jacobson up in the air. There he is. There you can see Robinson gets him down, and then they say that he comes straight through. Geez, that's harsh. I'm not sure about that.
Jordan, step out.
When Ian Jones doesn't comment from a line-out penalty, I know I'm right. They go to the middle this time. Jacobson releases the pressure valve, and they go into the 22 now. It's Xavier Rowe clears it. Waikato on the hunt again, and now Waka, the kick over the top. It's a good kick. Oh, Sam Knock is there. Equally classy to the challenge. Gets there first, and the Northland halfback
Yep, right there.
gets the free kick, the tap, and clearance. Well, all that experience of playing Super Rugby.
And I'll tell you what, we'll look at his effort, and you can see him come from the inside here. Just senses the opportunity that there, the danger. And I'll tell you what, not for the first time, he's put a very, very good clearance in. He's having a very good kicking game, Sam Knock, as you mentioned, Camo, a good season. But so far, his kicking this afternoon has been top shelf.
This line out right in front of us, the short line out, they've gone 5-man. Jacobson goes forward, goes back, then they try it. That's not straight.
Not straight.
When Josefo Scott wins a line out down the back of the line out, you know it's not straight.
Scrum. Scrum call.
He's not built to jump.
Sorry, Stephen Bates talked about it before when we were
Scrum
talking
here,
about
boys.
Waikato pre-game.
Good
Some
scrum.
changes there, some changes, of course, sometimes just bring some lack of communication, clarity of what you're meant to be doing. You've got to be so clear.
There's a lot of movement there, Camo. It looked too much, really, wasn't it?
Side with our height, okay?
Well, a little bit
go
too
up.
much. Often we talk about having to walk before you run
Yeah.
in most games, Willie, so start with your basics and build yourself into it. Opportunity for Northland, though.
Crouch. Bind. Sit. Keep it up the side.
Solid base to work from. McNamara out of the Bream Bay College. There's a school in the far north. He doesn't mind going forward. To the halfway line they go. Forwards had a chance to get around the corner, and it's cleared by Goodhue.
Tackle.
Nice carry to Knock, and now Cooper
Hey, stop.
looking for some space. Almost got the right bounce. Now it's Tefare out on the left wing.
Step.
The last Tefare does really well, and now Rowe gets it back to Waka. Pressure from Tua. It's been touched by Tua as well, I think. Let's see what they say.
Red ball.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Touched.
Here's another of his lineouts we talked about, and you could mention also that you've got to say Northland's got 3 people that could play genuine height in their lineout. where Waikato, you could say, have got 3 number 6s playing in their locking department and their 6 jersey.
First things first, and that is a successful throw. Takiaho. He's got it under that big Tongan arm of his, and now he breaks away, gives the ball to his halfback row.
Backwards off blue.
Messy play there.
Play on. Backwards off blue.
Referee says come off blue.
Lost forward, was it? Okay, yeah. Lost forward there. Yeah, and then there was a second one. No, backwards off blue.
Another player having a great year in the Northland jersey is Carter Pryor. Had the odd injury, but look at him tracking top of screen at the moment. Got his hands in between the player and the ball, knocked it back. And from then, the little infringement came to give Northland a scrum.
Special moment for that man too. Jordan Highland, his 50th game, the 31-year-old out of Westlake Boys High School. Boy, what a servant he has been for not only the province, but also every team that he plays for. He's got a career behind him. That's the most important thing. They did a lovely documentary on him, about him and his family and his interests outside of rugby. Great to see him here, putting on the jersey for the 50th occasion. Now he gets a chance to run with ball in hand. Highland over the advantage line. Nice quick ball. It's released.
Tackle!
Tackle made by Lewis Rogers. Now Cooper asking questions of Rainplank. Oh, that's magical! Oh, what a kick! He must be a local lad.
Not for the first time, Cooper's found a little space behind the left-hand winger of Valence Tafare, and this time here it kicked on and it rolled and rolled, and now here comes pressure time on this Mulu line-out.
Short line out, they go quickly to Waikato. That's a good play. And now Messon with a lovely short ball to Finau. The lock not used on the line out, back to Waka.
Stop, Red.
Good
stop.
play from Waikato. They answered your call.
And Northland just got it all wrong, didn't they? They had 5 people in there. They didn't get organised. They weren't awake, and that allowed Waikato to get in and get out. And again, a lovely little tip ball. But they're still not in a bad position here, Camo, as we take an injury break. This is not a bad attacking opportunity for a team that's had a good maul the last couple of opportunities.
Yeah, the big Waikato lock forward to Finau, just getting a little bit of water, I think, some attention, maybe some claret. These guys have played each other plenty of times, Willie Losey.
Well, let's take you back to 2017. It was all Northland.
On the halfway line, Northland, knock to the left, short pass from Highland, on to Lamano, he's got support on the inside, and Lamano, he might go himself, Solomon on Lamano for the corner, try time! Now there's a chance here for Northland, pops it over the top, Pryor, Goodhue, throws the dummy, Goodhue, through the hole he goes, and that'll do us, try number 4.
Happy memories for Northland. In 2016, they won 48-27, but the last 2 games have been dominated by Waikato, where they got a thumping 71-28 in 2017. This is a much tighter contest here in the beautiful town of Kaikoui. Fans have turned up in their numbers, and Waikato desperate to get a good seed heading into next week's semi-finals.
Yeah, they look very good early on, and Taniwha's look shell-shocked, but they've just fought their way back into the game. Have the Taniwha with a wonderful try from Sam Knock, a couple of good carries from their midfield, and a maul that's been going reasonably well. Let's see what they can produce here with Kara Pryor at halfback.
Down the back they go, and it is Caird who brings it in. Nice throw from Jordan Olsen. Boy, he's been good for them, the captain this year. The 28-year-old, he scored 3 tries, and this is where most of them have come from. This style of play where they just put their head down and drive forward. Now they get a rumble on. McNamara joins in.
By blue there.
They've still got momentum here. Now they've got to get out of the way. Northland, inch ever so closer. Northland are over! You betcha!
gosh, has this gone 25 metres? Is this a 25? This is the longest maul. Come on, I can tell you're excited down there as Lee scores, but this is one of the longest maul tries I've ever. There it is here, just inside the 22. Their setup is perfect. Look at the front, and they just get in there. Olsen joins, and they just start going forward. They keep moving, keep moving. The Mulus eventually try and pull it down, but just the strength of the Taniwha maul, they're able to stay on their feet. This is a thing of beauty, isn't it, Camo?
The other word we got to do, and it is an absolute thing of beauty. Some people like seeing Rennie Ranger run and burst, others just like the rolling maul, and it was patience. Basically, they had patience, they had composure, and wonderful after being behind after 2 minutes, this to take the lead.
The Northland 14, Waikato 10 at the start of this game after 10 minutes. Northland had hardly got out of their own half, and there he is, Luatangi Lee. He scores his 4th for 2020 out of Massey High School, playing for the Waipu club. And there was a player in front there, I can't believe, boy, he was well and truly in front, but they play on to Northland.
Use the ball.
They play on. Yeah. Knock now, just controlling things.
Use the ball.
Sullivan has plenty of time. Gets up and brings the ball down, and now he releases to Waka. Waka in the tackle of Olsen, and now getting close to the sideline, just kept in. Norris, now Finau with the ball around the corner. Knocked on there, there's an advantage of Thompson. Picks and goes, James Thompson, the 21-year-old lock.
By Blue.
Rowe. Xavier Rowe tried to steal some easy meters, but the gap closed, and now the pick and go again from Finau.
So is it penalty?
Taukiaho.
Play on, okay.
So
That's
they're going to play
advantage over
on.
for the
Looks like there's going
knock-on.
to be a penalty. It's only a knock-on. Jacobson offloads to Burr. Hamilton, Burr in the shirt, 6th shirt today. Waka, quick hands.
8.
Out to Rampling looking for some work.
You're offside.
And they're offside, so the rugby gods
You're in front. Kick was back there. 8.
respond here.
Took a shortcut.
Good defence here from Northland. So the kick went through. There was a player. And have a look at this. Well, I know it's Stephen Bates. There's so many players in front of that kickoff. Look at that.
The thing that concerns me about it is referee Fraser saw it, and look at the guy that makes the tackle there. Bang. That's the man that was offside. So I understand, I think, good refereeing, let's not pull him back. But the minute that he makes contact and affects the tackle,
Red,
surely
stay
it's a
there.
penalty.
Gap's good. Yeah, go the middle there. Gap's good there.
Line out working well. Pryor, Cara Pryor. Gets to the 10-metre line. They bounce back. The left-hand side through right. Got his player on the outside. It's Olsen, the kick from the hooker. Oh, the crowd enjoyed that. Waka is there. Beats 1. Beats 2. There, the inside pass. Plenty of razzle-dazzle. Here up north, Thompson gets belted. The crowd loved it.
Leave it.
Rowe clears it. Wanting to play with a little bit of width there. Now they've got some space here to Pyer. Tackled. Now the counter ruck comes in from Northland. They've got numbers there. Pryor's there. Highland's there.
Use the ball. Take him back. Take him back.
Taken back so they can't kick it out on the full. Sullivan
Stop.
just sends it
Stop.
downtown to Matthew Wright. Good positioning. Got players to the left, his right. Some space out there too, but he comes back to the other side. The kick, it might be too long. Bounce of the ball will stay in play, and so it'll be a restart at the 22. Te Whare.
22.
Boy, the skill set of Jordan Olsen, the hooker.
Yep.
They tap quickly to Pyer. He's lost it forward though.
Lost forward.
I just wonder for Waikato if they know here They know they want to score lots of points, and this is an example. We want to get going. We want to chase down Tasman. We want to get the win. And also at the same stage, you come to a venue like this, is almost pre-season venue, Willie, and that's playing a bit of pre-season rugby.
Well, let's have a look at
right, just under 10.
what this would mean, because it's all about Waikato in the Premiership. This is the live standing at the moment, and so you can see that they would stay in third position below Tasman because of the points difference.
Blue scrum.
And also the fact that Tasman and Auckland, Bay of Plenty still to play.
Keep working on that right this side. Last scrum was good. Same again.
Really interesting setup for North Auckland, or Northland, sorry, Willie. Jordan Highland, who has been positioned on this right wing, starting to hover a little bit, so
Fine.
Highland, somebody two up, Ranger are the ball carriers.
Scrum first, and it's a good scrum. McNamara controls it. Ball comes out, Pryor's there. Secures possession, he had to. Now they walk over the top, ball is still there though. So Highland goes in to try and secure it. They lift him and the ball.
Blue's got it. He won the ball.
Nasty ball, and now Olsen gives it to Robinson. Robinson runs into the tackle of Te Whare. Olsen is there again. What a shift he's put in from the skipper. Robinson! He'll pick and go again. That's the 22 line. You can see that they've just crossed. Now the forwards decide it's time to go to work. Good view. Robinson clears it. Knock. It's slow ball. So not too many options there. Just a hit. And now Cooper to Tua. Tamati Tua, the 23-year-old.
Hold now. Ball's not
Educated
out.
not far from here, and Kai Taia. They bounce back the right-hand side. There's the try scorer, Lee. Again, they go the right-hand side. Quick hands. It's intercepted. And Burr, Hamilton Burr, nice offload to Te Whare. Te Whare's gone. Well, the intercept from Hamilton Burr, then the offload to the speed, and Waikato take the lead again. It's 15-14, 33 gone.
Yeah, they kept on pumping down that short side, and unfortunately here, there's just a little tip pass there, had a bit of a loop on it, and Hamilton Burr, he wasn't fast enough to get there, but a great offload would have been a hallmark of their play. And Te Whare Kole, he just races away here. Te Whare, sorry, races away and puts one down for the Mulus.
Got to say though, Stephen Bates, really good defensive set there from Waikato. They stayed in sync, they were very connected, loving the communication even in those really challenging hot conditions. So whilst Northland had a lot of the ball and pushing forward, so Waikato defensively, and that try very much a byproduct of that. This kick here in near perfect conditions really. Bodine Waka, you mentioned him starting in the heartland. Wonderful pathway, that competition in New Zealand rugby up to the very top.
Well, there's class in the family as well. Ian Jones, his sister, of course, Stacey Waka. Now Stacey Flurlip, part of the Black Ferns and Sevens. Of course, he was part of New Zealand Sevens for a couple of years, and he looks to bring it through. Lord, well judged. Well, it was all Northland, and then the intercept from Hamilton Burr. And Te Whare Crosby showed a nice turn of pace. Cooper aims for that corner again. Pryor is there, makes the tackle, and then
7 back, 7 blue.
just releases. Back now to Waka. He's going to chance his arm, mess him with a nice pass and loops around. Gets the ball on the second take, does mess him, and now it's Rowe. Looking for some runners, finds Finau. Good run and impact coming in from Rampling from the right wing. Waka to Jacobson, looked forward.
Forward there, boys. We're going back, no advantage. 11. High tackle. Nice. Yeah, just a slazy hand.
He's a man who's been penalised, Makalai. Just when Waka shifted back to the right through Messon, they attacked. Makalai just slipped up a little bit, and that's what their penalties for.
On the 5.
3 minutes, boys. Let's work. In the half.
So plenty of health and safety. Obviously here in Kaikoui. He's got the best seat in the house.
Open up, Blue.
It might get a bit hot though. Gee, it's pretty hot. He's glad he's got that chair. He wouldn't want to sit his bum on the roof, get burnt.
Cancel. 1 and 4, 3. Bounce. Sit up.
Burr wins it. They loop around now. Rowe gives a nice short pass to Tapia. Tapia, 3 players to beat, throws it to nobody. Coming back to clear it up is Cooper. So Tapia did everything right, but the execution, but they've still got the ball. Rowe to the left-hand side, the change of attack. Finau, short pass to Burr.
Yep, we get it.
He's still got it. They go the same way. Pass on the inside. A lot of fancy stuff here from Waikato.
Bayon's good.
And they've stolen it. Have Northland knock. Throws a dummy. Sees the big frame of Josepho Scott in front of him.
Your feet.
And there's a penalty there.
Both of you. Off feet.
I like the fact they're expressing themselves, Waikato. Yep. I know many purists will be sitting there yelling at the screen.
2 minutes.
They're young men. Average age around 23 for this Waikato team.
Well, I guess, Willie, it comes with what they say, high risk, high reward. At the moment, they're risking, and we've got 2 rewards with 2 great tries. But is that going to be enough for them in the greater scheme of things? But the lines they're running, more importantly, are stunning.
And both sides come off the line out, have attacked that same area, and both sides have had joy. And that one, if the pass didn't go astray, it would have been try time again for Waikato.
Back now live as Takiiho releases to Burr. He throws the ball up in the air. It bounces kindly for the Mulers, but the referee says that's gone forward.
It's gone forward. Blue scrum.
A little bit of cloud cover that the players will enjoy. Both teams involved in the semi-finals of the Championship and Premiership for 2020. There is Tua, impressive 23-year-old. There is Dan Hawkins. Good to see that he's back and okay. Just didn't pass the HIA.
Crouch. Fine.
31 points in 39 minutes of rugby here in the far north. McNamara running ball. That's a nice 8-9 play. They're inside the 22, so they've got plenty of... That's about the 3rd or 4th time they've made good contact.
Certainly has all down this touchline as we look at it now, but he's kicking very well at the moment as Sam Knock.
Yeah, stay there, Blue. Gap's good.
Jacobson in the front, Finau at the back, Hamilton Burr in the middle. Finau, the target, but it's stolen. Up in the air goes Sam Caird, who wins the ball, and now it's Cooper to Tamati Tua. He's lost it forward.
Both ways there, boys. First off Blue, then off red.
Referee says that's the first half. Pulsating second half that it's been as well, and the visitors Waikato leading Northland at the break here by 17 points to 14. Beautiful conditions here in the wonderful winterless north. Final round of the regular season, and the visitors have a lead of 17 points to 14. Stats would have suggested that they should be leading by a lot more, Stephen Bates, but such is the tenacity of this Northland team in particular, playing here at home.
Yeah, they certainly have. They've played tough, haven't they? They were shocked in the first couple of minutes when they conceded a try, but they fought back really well. Position, territory, and time in opposition 22 is all going against them, but they're still well and truly in the fight in front of what's a pretty good crowd.
Boy, that's got to be around 22, 23 degrees out there. And so let's get some reaction from the Northland camp anyway. Ian Jones is alongside Tui Rayleigh.
Well, Tui, to be fair, not a lot of ball, not a lot of possession, but Northland are right in this game.
Yeah, definitely. Like, when we get the opportunities, we're trying to make the most of it. Waikato come out in that first 10 minutes and just basically blew us off the park, but it's nice to see the boys, a bit of resilience, coming back in and competing.
So game plan and the message in the sheds at half-time, what was it?
Just keep it simple, get in the right parts of the field and build pressure. Maybe get that ratio between the forwards and the backs attack better. And so you can sort of support our forwards, especially with the mahi they're doing at the moment.
Thanks, Tui.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, he was a terrific player in his own mind. As you can see now, the players, it takes them a little bit of time to get from the sheds out here. But let's get some reaction from the Moolus. Here's Ian Jones.
Yeah, thanks very much, Willie. Well, Waikato's game plan has been adventurous, open, and the offloading game. How did you guys see that first 40?
Yeah, we think we're making the line breaks. We're going where we want to go down those seams, but we're just holding on to that ball in those critical little moments to get the point. So a little bit of composure now in the second half. Taniwhas are going to come out hard, so we've got to ride that and then get back in the game. Conditions challenging, heat-wise as well. Early changes? Not just yet, but they're probably early in the half.
Thanks very much.
Cheers. Cheers, come on. Thank you.
And let's hear it for their opponent, Waikato.
You'd imagine that with these conditions, Stephen Bates, the way that they are, is that the bench is going to be all important.
Yeah, they certainly were. And when you look at the bench too, Waikato do have a bit of experience to bring on that bench. So it'll be very interesting when they go to. You couldn't imagine that we'd go more than 10 minutes without seeing a couple of subs.
Well, they've got a sub already in 19. Kano Jacobson is on for them, and also Ross Wright. So two changes there, Camo, for the Northland team.
Yep, correct. A bit of brother-on-brother action, which we all liked, of course.
Okay,
Kane
right
Jacobson moved up here from the Waikato, playing for the Kamo Rugby Club, jersey 19, up against his brother Luke,
Blue,
of course. And yeah, the change in the front row.
Okay, wait for the whistle.
Looking into the sun is Finau, but he does brilliantly to be lifted and to bring the ball down with the contact. Messam gives an inside pass. Rowe was there, but the referee says no problem, and so was Thompson. James Thompson, the kick over the top from Xavier Rowe, bounces, and Wright is there. Now here, the speed from Matthew Wright, breaks through. One to beat, Matthew Wright, trips, then throws out the pass. Ranger out wide, knock. Lateral out to Highland on the right wing. Beautiful run initially from Matthew Wright. Now they give it to the concrete mixers, and Ross Wright off the bench wearing shirt 17.
You're pushing it into him.
They're saying the Waikato was lying there, but they're pushing it into him, and now they look to go a little wider through Goodhue. Down the blind side, the kick along the ground from Ranger. Bounces up. Sullivan gets his foot to it just in time, and that's a nice clearance from the Waikato fullback.
Well, if they didn't know already, they now know. Don't kick and chase poorly to the number 15 from the Taniwhas, because he will hurt you, as we'll have a look here. I saw a little bit of space there when he got him behind, then he saw a couple of front rowers and had the ability to link out here, and this is a very good tackle to stuff it down.
Reaching over and putting the ball back is Goodhue, but now Knock goes backward, goes forward.
Hold.
Sets it Highland, will have to play halfback. He's got involved since he's come on the field is Ross Wright. That's his second carry in the opening 90 seconds. Counter ruck comes in from Waikato, but it was through the side.
That's not from the back.
From Taukiaho.
Hit the front, not the side.
Cooper will kick it out. There he is, Samasoni Taukiaho, St. Paul's Collegiate. Lovely story about him. He came over as a student from Tonga, got an opportunity to have a scholarship there, and he stayed on. Loved it so much. He's been asked to play for Tonga on a number of occasions, but he's opted to stay true to New Zealand. More changes, Carmo.
Yeah, and Josh Goodhue's been battling for the last 10 to 15 minutes. Took a head knock. It's the right decision to come off. So Matty Matic, jersey 20, will go on. I mean, a reshuffle. So you'll see Little Red, Tom Robinson, going into the lock position. And then Matty Matic maybe onto the blind side.
Of course, Sam McNamara, the man out of Bream Bay College in Ruakaka. He could also play at 6 or lock-in position, so they've got some versatility. You have the Taniwha. They've also got the throw to the line out. It's taken, but it's a little bit sloppy there, and eventually it gets back to Tom Robinson. He calms things down. Matic, first carry of the game. Now Cooper, Tamati to it. Wide pass out to Mathalai. Mathalai looking to try and keep the hand free. And the tackle of Rampling.
13 back. Get the advantage, high tackle.
They miss all the forwards that were there. Out to Cooper again. One way and then the other. Ranger into the contact of Messam. Stay strong, does Rene Ranger. Pops the ball up to Olsen. Olsen goes halfway through the gap. Northland on the attack. Ranger again! Thought he was through, but he offloads to Caird. Northland now 6 short. Now the big boys roll up the sleeves. Now they're 1 short. Knock pats the rump of the forwards and says, you take it. They're close again. Olsen, millimetres. To the right-hand side they go. They've scored a try, they believe they have. Referee is late.
Yeah, up and away, up and away.
Is that Luatangi Lee? It's a specialty, these little tries.
Come on, boys.
They are convinced they've scored.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ben Deacon might be called on here.
Time off. I'm going to come to you, Ben.
I think it's Tafata Coley.
No try because I haven't seen the ball
tight head prop
grounded on or over the line. So if you can just have a look, see if you can see anything to say otherwise. Yeah, on field, no try.
Well, that's the first one where Olsen went down the left-hand side, and then it's this here. You can see him coming in the back, number 3, Te Whatakoli, formerly from Wesley College. And they drive there. He doesn't move, which would suggest that he scored. But he has 138 kilos, so I'm not saying anything.
I think we're going to struggle to get ball on ground, I think. But
yeah, advantage over.
And I think it went up.
Yeah, you still follow through.
Not as try, yeah. So
just if you find yourself there, I think you just got to bail out.
I don't think we're going to see a grounding. Doesn't mean he didn't score. I just don't think we're going to see a grounding.
Or bail out and go lower.
No, the problem, Stephen Bates, we can't assume that he scored a try. We have to physically see the ball going over, but with a big man like that lying
so stick with
over the white
no
chalk.
Try. There's no footage here, so we'll go a 5-minute scrum, blue.
And that's the call right there.
No footage, so we'll go 5-minute scrum.
Between the TMO and the ref. But an opportunity now for Northland, once more with the big ball carriers, Willie Losay, to do some damage.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's happened is Rene Ranger was involved on 2 occasions there, and he has beaten more players, run for more metres than anybody else in his team, and he's just showed his class. And that 60 seconds build-up to could have been a try.
Plenty of changes in the Taniwha pack, but they have had a little bit of an edge here on a couple of occasions.
Well, they've got Tua standing at first receiver. Cooper is standing way behind him in the back line. So expect Tamati Tua to get the ball here first, if not Mathalai.
Down, boys, straight down this side. We're going to go again. Yeah, yeah.
a huge gap, Willie, between Tamati Tua, who's just coming in to the back line now, and Rennie Ranger. So Rennie's staying wide with Matty right. Tamati Tua is staying narrow with Cooper. So some real pressure and communication happening in the Waikato back line.
Generally means, Kamo, that Matty Medic, who's packed in the number 8, is thinking about having a potential sniff.
Spoken like a true former number 8 loose forward. Oh, no. Wow.
Lee said, you're dropping your bind, you're straight down. No, Tom, away. Hey, language.
Well, my apologies, I've been saying it's Ross Wright that's on the field, but it's actually Tyler Kearns. My apologies to the Kearns family. He's in jersey 17.
Yeah, you just showed me.
And he's been penalised.
Allows me to see that a lot clearer. You just stay with it though. Don't
Waka
pull back.
with a clearance.
3, 4,
Maybe some changes coming too, Camo.
Yeah, one of them is a wonderful change too, Adam Thompson. It's just a joy every time we see this guy take the rugby field. I know he feels blessed every time, the former All Black. So much adversity to come back and still play the game that he loves. Jersey 19, so reshuffled 2 in the Waikato forward pack with James Thompson, jersey 4 is coming off. Also, Ortiz Alatama, half-back, who's had a wonderful year. Well, not required on this occasion because Liam Messam is the scrum half.
Jacobson wins it in the air, and now Messam plays half, but just goes into that driving position. Allows Ratima to come up and play half.
No, out.
Now they break away, and of course it's Thompson. Nice tackle on him from Jacobson. It's released from Ratima to Hamilton.
Coming back here. 6, you've unbound and you've come up the side of the maul. You've unbound, come up the side of the maul.
Tom Robinson.
Yeah, I thought it was shut
96 tackles prior to this game.
No.
Number 1 tackler in the Northland team. Out of Kerry High School. That's not too far away from here.
No, half an hour down the road or across country. His old man Alistair here in the stand. There's a few former North Auckland players from back in the day from the Bay of Islands sub-union, which we're in.
He only knows one way to play, Ian Jones, Tom Robinson, and that's just commitment to 100%.
Yeah, and that energy, I've got to say, also translate to people around him. Is joy to watch, joy to play alongside, I'm sure.
Thompson, the number 1 go-to man, and now it's Jacobson. Could have looked to release, but now it pops out, and so Northland on the attack through Kearns. Knock to Cooper, the chip kick over the top. Plenty of space there, the bounce all important. Sullivan, he's knocked it on. Knock has got it, he releases. They've got a line up here. That pass was only 15 metres forward.
Come back.
Te Whata Cooley. If he had his time again, he would have tucked it under the arm and gone straight up Main Street.
Yeah.
Johnny Cooper, though, kick didn't get the bounce that he wanted, but then he just kept chasing hard. So here it is here. Saw space in behind, didn't get the bounce he wanted, but he chased it hard. And then here, just why for the Taniwha could we not have found a 10, a 15 in that situation? No offence, front rows.
Just working on the balance and keep it up the side. Wait for the call. Crouch. Just wait. Bind. Sit.
They've stacked the left-hand side of the field, and that's the side they attack through Cooper. Dummy runners, and then the pass out to Ranger on the wing. He gives it back to Tua. Tamati Tua, they're working well. This pairing, and now Robinson changes the angle, places the ball. Knock picks it up, gives it to Mathalai. Better from Northland. Inside the half, picked up from Ranger. He unloads, gives it up to Tua. Dynamic duo again from Northland. 1 metre short, Knock has got it. Releases. This time, Te Whata Cooley is brought down. They've got 14 players, Waikato, because their halfback, Ratema, is down injured, defending with 14 on 15. Northland looking to take the lead again. Te Whatakoli told to get out to the right-hand side. They missed them all. Cooper, the kick pass, out to the wing. Olsen gets it! Magical! Northland magic in the far north. What's he doing out there?
He's had a day out too, hasn't he? The skipper, good on him. And a lovely kick by Johnny Cooper. And what a difference a week in rugby makes. Johnny Cooper, the young 10, probably didn't have his best day out at Eden Park, but he's gone away. He's been on since 6 minutes in this match, and he has had some outstanding touches. And here's another one from him, from the young 10. Great cross kick, and Olsen rises above and gets his team in front.
I'll tell you what, though, in the build-up to this, haven't we seen some offloading from both sides this afternoon? Conditions, I've got to say, is perfect, no dew whatsoever, so a big shout-out for afternoon football. But the offloading, the ability to take contact and pass a rugby ball is outstanding. But you're right, some sad or concerning times here for the young scrum half, Willie Lose from Waikato. Xavier Rowe's going to have to go back on. Aratama looks like he's popped his shoulder and is going to the sideline. And I wouldn't think would be back.
Here's Johnny Cooper at home. Extends the lead, 21-17. This kick pass is just out of the top drawer, and Jordan Olsen, like an AFL player at the Melbourne Stadium, going high. And once again, a change in the lead. Mitre brings the ball down brilliantly. Just does Matt Mitre.
Yes, yes.
Didn't have a contract at the start of Mitre 10. Stayed true to Northland and got the rewards, got the call-up when they had a few injuries, and now out on the field. A box kick coming from Knock.
He's got him. In the side.
Plenty of time for Highland to get up and contest. In the air they go. Sullivan's lost it forward and then got it again. But that is just accuracy at its best. What a kick.
Yeah, we've talked him up a few times this kicking game, and that one there was pinpoint, wasn't it? Getting Highland through the pressure, and all of a sudden the game is just starting to go towards the Taniwhas, but we have seen tries certainly against the run of the play from both sides this afternoon. And look at that, the position is turning around. If you watched us at half-time, it was all in favour of the Mulus, and all of a sudden, now the Taniwha just getting back in with territory and possession, and even the opposition time and opposition 22, I believe, has not changed since half-time for the visitors.
And Taniwha, Stephen looking to go wide here, compacted in the midfield, Mary right wide on the left.
Highland, first cab off the rack, they give it to Cooper, throws the dummy, and then the kick to Mathalai. Oh, the cruel bounce of the hard turf.
Sub red 12.
Jersey 23, so there's change in the back line. Willie for Waikato. This is what the coaching staff have to do in conditions such as Liam Coon's babbling, going into the midfield. You have to expect plenty of changes. The whole bench will be used.
Thompson has been the #1 player they've gone to here, and he's on the field. Lovely story about last week when they presented the jersey from Ollie Norris, and it was Thompson, that man there, that gave him his blazer as they break away, and just a breakdown in communication there. Momentum now all with North Auckland at the moment. Northland.
Stop. All right, let it go.
And have a look at those handling errors. Waikato 4, Northland 0.
Yeah, just stay here, please. Just stay here. Jordan, just stay here. Boys, separate, please. Time's off. Time's off. Just come here, Time's off. Just, Okay, so look, there's a bit of heat in the game and some silly stuff starting to happen off the ball. I've got 6 red who starting to seem to be in quite a bit of it, and 6 from your side as well, okay? So just have a word specifically to those 2 players. It stops there, okay? Right. No, Tom. He's just floating around and niggling away.
Well, that's Hamilton Burt. He's wearing 6'4" Waikato.
Where's the mark?
I don't need to tell you who's wearing 6'4" Northland. He's been involved in everything.
And both of them have had pretty good days out, to be fair. They're just trying to win their game for their side.
And that man there, Adam Thompson, he presented the blazer to Ollie Norris last week after his blazer game. Norris said that it was a great honour because when he was 5,
good height this side. Let's keep that up.
Adam Thompson was his favourite player, and he was playing at that time as well. So he's been around a while.
Bind!
You're 5 years old, admiring Adam Thompson, and 16 years later, he's presenting you your blazer. Knock. They miss Cooper and give it straight to Tua. He gives it straight to right, so the double miss.
Forward into touch.
And that pass.
Good options. Yeah. Luke, you got options. Scrum a line out. It's forward into touch. Yep.
If you're a Northland fan, I'd imagine
Okay.
you just want Rene Ranger to get the ball in his hands as much as he can.
Yeah, certainly. If you're a Mulu fan, you want them to build some phases off this one.
Yeah, it's over.
Burr wins the lineouts. Coming up from fullback, Sullivan manages to hold on to it. Talkiaho. Boy, he's powerful, strong. He gets over the advantage line. Messam just gives a nice short ball to James Thompson. So there's a couple of Thompsons on the field, and this is Jacobson. There's a couple of them on as well, on opposite teams. Rowe gets it to Waka. Talkiaho again to Pyer. Just building the phases here, Waikato. Got to be careful to not get isolated at any stage. And now Waka to Sullivan, who started it. To Pyer, nothing really on, and so Te Whata Koli swallows them up. We get the double digits in phases. Coming from the outside in is Tua, but he's offside. They'll play on here, the ball out the back, but the penalty is there.
Never onside.
It's good.
Number 11.
Good from Waikato, though. They haven't had a lot of ball recently. They just went through the phases, kept things simple, punched away 1 or 2 pass rugby, and then just got into a position where they now have a penalty.
Quite a change, Batesy, to their game plan, Waikato, which was all helter-skelter, a little bit unstructured in that first 14. Got some reward, a little bit more phase building now. It's Tamati Tua lying down. Adam Thompson, we've seen that as well. Just getting a few running repairs late in the season, of course, Willie, so these guys are getting quite fatigued.
Oh, this is the penalty, the offside. See him racing up out of the line. And it was actually Tua that came out. He said 11, but it was the number 12. It looks like he came off second best.
Yep. Keep the space there, that's it.
The all-important line-out. Jacobson's at the front of the line-out. They go to the middle and win it through Burr. Now Adam Thompson has the ball.
Hold, back it up.
They work it to the back, and now it's Jacobson again. He breaks out. He scored 1 try already. Has the skipper. Rowe intercepted by Ranger, and now Tua just kicks it. Highland will chase. Getting back is Coombs Fabling. He's got plenty of time. Goes high in the air. The contest was there from Makalai. Taken by Robinson. Tom Robinson.
He's got the ball. He's got the ball.
And turnover is good, says the referee. So now they've got numbers here, Waikato.
Backwards.
It's gone through the basket of Jacobson out to
All
Sullivan.
backwards.
Nothing on, but they've got numbers, and now Messam running out wide. That ball been lost forward from Rampling, unfortunately. Te Whare, I think it was, actually. Plenty of endeavour, but Really, the conditions here starting to take its toll.
What for?
It is exhausting. The heat here is punishing.
And that's it. Look at the water runners on the field. Look at the people taking a break there. He's nearly dead. But you know what I mean? It is really, really hot there. And the standard of rugby is perhaps starting to dip a little bit. And that's just generally because of the heat of the winterless mid-north, as I'm told, Carmo.
Well, we do have a break. They'll do a bit of a shout out to a few All Blacks that have come from this region. Willie Losa, the Kaikoura Rugby Club, produced one of our best ever for Northland in the centres. Johnny Smith, JB Smith, comes from this club. A lot of people around New Zealand will remember that name, as well as brother Peter Smith, also from this rugby club. Stats for this afternoon's game: turnovers mounting. Batesy for Waikato. Handling errors in these conditions with the offloading, not too bad to be honest. And that's evened up, especially time in opposition 22.
Ian Jones, do the Woodmans live far from here?
Woodmans live, well, the rugby club they play for Ohio way, 10k away, so 5-7 minutes down the road. Both Fred and Kawhina. Kawhina Woodman, the father, of course, of Portia Woodman, our superstar winger. Uncle Fred, Freddie Woodman, both over 100 game centurions for North Auckland back in the day, and both All Blacks.
Both keep your feet up and keep your balance, will be right. Hey?
Well, Waikato, if they win, they secure a home semi-final possibly, but the way things are going at the moment, Tasman has the potential to overtake them. And of course, Auckland yet to play. And of course, the all-important final game is Auckland against Canterbury.
Crouch.
And so, plenty to play for at both ends of the premiership table.
Sit.
20 to play in this game. The home side ahead by 4, and Jordan Highland, match number 50, gets the ball stolen from him. Xavier Rose done well. Thompson gets belted by Robinson. Rowe gets up and now gives it to Waka Taukiaho. They go a little wider. Now some decoy runners, and Thompson's got the ball, the dummy, and then he gives it out to Messam, who gets Mitre at the same time. Sullivan to Tapia, making their first up tackles, Northland. Support is good. Matic with another copybook tackle. No real option, so just a kick, and this might go dead. And it will, so they'll come all the way back to where the kick was, inside the Waikato half.
Yeah, definitely, and yeah, there's a few of the Taniwhas clapping their hands, and that's a clap for their defence, because they just run out of options there, and that's all they had, is to hoof it downfield. And for me, this is a real important 19 minutes to go. As said, fatigue is setting in for both sides, and for either side, they just really need to wrestle a bit of ascendancy in this game. Those guys there are going to come very, very important shortly.
The interesting thing for me was when Sullivan kicked the ball and it rolled and rolled, everybody watched it like it was a ball that was going to the boundary for forward. Nobody chased or anything. They just all looked. And there was a few teapots out there as well, hands on hips. There'll be plenty of water breaks, I'd imagine, between now and the end of the game. It's got to be at least 22 degrees down there. Ian Jones as Otago take on Tasman a little bit later on this afternoon out of Dunedin, followed by of course the Black Ferns taking on the New Zealand Barbars. That's at around the same time out of Waitakere. Great occasion for the Black Ferns to take on the New Zealand Barbarians. And of course the big match tonight between the All Blacks and the Pumas.
And while that was going on, Willie Lowe say double change in the front row for the Taniwha. So another set of brothers out there now. Ross Wright, jersey 16, is out there joining his brother Matty Wright. So we've got the Jacobsons and the Wrights. Big Tuloma, jersey 18. And that's one heck of an Northland jersey right there. There's a lot of fabric in jersey 18, let me tell you.
He is, as they say, a big unit.
And the last one just about to go on. In fact, he might have jumped on already. Scott Gregory, the flyer, jersey 23, the speedster, will make an impact on these conditions, hard and fast.
Yeah, they put him out on the left wing as well, Ian Jones, so good changes for this Waikato team. You'll recognise, of course, Scott Gregory, under 20 representative out of Whangarei Boys High School, 21 years old. And he's had a couple of terrific seasons with the New Zealand Sevens team. And the All Black Sevens.
Here we go, boys! Open up, here we go!
Crouch. Bind.
One call, boys!
Sit. Steady there, steady.
New personnel means it's a nice strong set, and Knock gives it straight to Tua. Ranger is there, but he tucks it under the arm. Into the contact going in and stealing it is Ranger. Ranger offloads. Waikato look hungry for the turnover. Miraculously comes on the side of Northland. Caird, who's had a great day at the office, and now Ranger again.
Let's go.
Some experience there between Ranger and Thompson. Robinson bursts through. The wall that was there, Knock, quick hands from right. Some running ball out to the right side of the field.
We get a number on that.
Mitre is there. There's going to be a penalty here for Northland with a high tackle. Caird again. He's been terrific this afternoon. Now they've got the backs. Cooper out to Ranger. Wide pass out to Gregory. First touch. Quick pass out to Olsen. Jordan Olsen beats the first. Tackled by Burr. They reset. Knock to Cooper. To Iloma.
Still got penalty advantage.
Still got the ball and the advantage. They've gone 8 phases. Ranger to Gregory. Gregory through. Gregory's gone. Second touch. Magical from the bench. Scott Gregory extends the lead.
Well, we talked about it, who was going to wrestle ascendancy in those defining moments. And it's Scott Gregory and his team that steps up. They keep punching away, punching away. A lovely little sleight of hand by Ranger there. Then Gregory, they almost just drifted off him to get his supporters, and he tucked in. And that's a big try, Carmo.
Ranger holding the ball out in front in 2 hands, questioned the defence. That defence wasn't up to it on that occasion because 2 of them held on Rennie Ranger. A slight, beautiful pass to Gregory. Rampling, not in the real position, jersey 14, to make the tackle. Then the speedster away. Water is on there. The communications coming from the coaching staff. Northern need to keep playing. Waikato start to go back to the offloading game, and we're in a heck of a last quarter.
They've just stopped time here for some foul play over the far side.
Okay, but I thought that was an advantage to Northland.
It was originally. I'm not sure. I missed what he said. I'm not sure what team they're looking at. There was an advantage to Northland over there.
I think Matty Wright got taken out on the far touchline around the halfway mark, was down for a couple of minutes.
Well, it's Tupai is the man right there. Oh, play on. He's committed to that tackle. He's in the tackling position as well. Be interesting to see what they decide here.
So for Northland fans, that try will stand because it's nothing to do with you, but Quinn, who's got roots in Northland, his mum's from this area, might be in trouble.
Yes. Yep.
Potential yellow here.
Okay, so 13 Waikato, we've got late and no arm, so that's yellow card for me. Happy with that? Yeah. Luke and 13 as well. So we just reviewed the late tackle we're playing advantage for, and we reviewed it, and it was late and there was no arms, so it's a yellow card. And there's no arms, so it's a yellow card.
Yeah.
Late and no arms.
I wish they could play this at real time, because when it's happening in real time, it's a split-second decision as well.
Come on.
So I feel for Quinn Tupai, but this played at real time would happen in every single rugby game. Every single rugby game. So some empathy with Quintapaya, but the rules are the rules. And Waikato, that mountain that they were climbing just got a lot taller. Oh, Cooper is just at home. The local lad is making every single post a winner, and Northland extend that lead through Scott Gregory's try. Mitre does so well to take the ball high in the air and to turn and attack. Northland, they've got the numerical advantage, and now they'll look to try and exhaust this Waikato team of running the ball from everywhere. Ranger throws it out to Highland. The scream of forward was yelled out, but referee says play on, and now it gets into the hands of Waka from Coombs Fabling, and now Waka looking to return it. There's Highland, beautiful position. Gets it straight into Cooper. He gives it straight away to Wright. Two Wrights on the board and on the field. That's Matthew Wright. And that's Liam Coombs Fabling. Cooper is back there. And the forwards will just stay in the middle of the field and watch the ball go over their head. Here is the sin bin player, Quintapaya, the top try scorer for them, with 5 in 2020.
Time's off.
Willie, time's off at the moment, so we can update a couple of changes. 2 in the front row for the Waikato team. Lopiti Moli into the hooker position, and Rob Cobb goes on jersey 17. And we're just having a bit of a quick change here to injury enforced. Tamati Tua looks like he's cramping up a bit, so Johnny Masalai, who's only been off for 5 or 6 minutes, will remain warm, is back on the field.
Well, Matthew Wright is down as well, Camo, so they might... Have you got your boots down there?
I've got my boots, but there'll be no use out there, mate. It wouldn't last more than a minute.
We right? Right, time's going on. Righto, boys.
And of course,
let's go.
Camo, Argentina against the All Blacks tonight. Our coverage starting at 6 o'clock on Sky Sport 1. Who are you picking, Chief?
Only one team. It's always Wes Black. Willie, very proud of those guys, what they're going through. Good luck to the All Blacks. Simon Parker, jersey 20, on for Waikato, Willie.
Thank you. It's won by Jacobson. He's lost the headband. And now it's Sullivan in the midfield with the head up. Matic is there, and so is Olsen. They're holding him up. This will be a maul. Northland have read this brilliantly.
Stop coming out of there.
Well, it's not going to come out of there if you're going to run at players like Matic and Olsen. Good luck.
Knee is to ground after the maul's formed.
That is some tackle and some show of strength to be able to hold him up from there. Sullivan coming at full pace. Matic is in there. Zach Cooper in there as well. Yeah, it is. And there's a third-party Ranger. 3 of them get on. So it's 3 versus 1, but working together. And they hold him up. And that is some turnover, because that was Waikato's best attacking opportunity for some time.
Well, we talked about Johnny Cooper's dad before, one of the North Auckland great centres, Percy. Beautiful timing of the football, but he was also solid, strong defender.
I was just thinking about those fish and chips that you were talking about earlier, Camo. Matic gives it to Cooper, and now Gregory gets it to Ranger. Ranger, Mathalai changes the angle, stays away from the touchline. That's smart play from the Fijian. They go wide to Robinson. Kids alongside him. Northland have gone 50 on the fly. Knock gets it out to Ranger. Now he's starting to have a little bit of fun with them. Gregory scored a try from a similar gap that he ran through. Now they've lost the ball, and Adam Thompson is there. Waikato through Xavier Rowe. It's been knocked on both sides, no real advantage.
Stop, boys, stop.
Scott Gregory's blowing up here, because I think you'll find, once again, a no arms tackle is what he's thinking. That was only just seeing it live, but he did blow up, and he's unlike him. No, there was arms in there, no question.
We're right to go?
You see Tom Robinson taking a little injury
Okay,
break,
let's
and this
go.
might be a little bit just a rest for all his side here, to be fair.
Time on. Red scrum here.
But imagine too, with one man in the sin bin, Tapire in the sin bin, the Taniwha will try and put a bit of heat on the scrum, and you would imagine that Waikato would not shift it being a man down, but who knows? So chance to put some good defensive pressure on here.
They trail by 11. There's 12 minutes to play. And Waikato are in that type of mood.
Bind.
Especially with the first 5, like
Sit.
Bodine Waka.
Stay there.
He's a ball runner first, kicker second. If he gets the ball, he's going to attack. Well, he didn't get the ball because they went to Sullivan. Coming up from fullback with Tapire in the sin bin. Creates a better angle for Rowe to clear it.
Good D, boys. Justin, Jonesy. Justin, Jonesy. Justin, Jonesy.
Well, Northland have lost their last 4 games after winning 4 of the first 5. And it's Robinson, taps it down to Iloma. At the back of the line out. Almost had it stolen, but now it's in the hands of Thompson. Nice line from the loose forward, and now Mathalai, the kicker down. Olsen is there, and the bounce is up. The skipper would have been in.
He's had a day out, hasn't he? The Northland skipper really has. And also, when you talk about him too, you might have Ross Wright. Here he is here. They like going back there on this blind side and put him behind. If this went slightly different, the skip could have been in for a second try off a kick.
No left foot though, which is a little bit of a work on.
1.5.
Kicked it back in, Batesy. Kept running.
Finau
Yep.
rises high, brings the ball down. They've gone 15 metres. Thompson searching for the ball at the back of this maul.
16, don't go there. He's always through the middle. He's always through.
Now he gets it. They're outside the 22,
You're
so
fine, you're fine. You're straight
they
through.
can't kick it out here.
Down there by Red.
But they can kick it in the air, and that's Mathalai comes forward. Sullivan is there to meet him, and so 2 for Waikato was Rampling, but now they go wide. Ranger out to Highland. He's got Gregory on the outside. 50th match. Ball on the inside to Ranger. And the referee said it was
It's
lost
knock on.
forward.
It's nothing more because he was tackled. He would have regathered. It's a knock on.
I thought Jordan Highland in his 50th was going to get over the
going for
white
the
line.
intercept. He would have regathered, but tackle was being made.
And here it is. This still comes off a poor kick chase. A man down. Tapire would normally be defending out there. Here's a man you're talking about. Jordan gets it inside to Ranger, and there's that one there. Who's that a knock on against? Is that a knock on against Waikato or
Time's
Northland?
off, 15 Waikato.
Last change for the Waikato team coming up. Willie, so their bench is cleared. Matty Lansdowne, jersey 22, is out there, and the one remaining reserve for Northland is their halfback, jersey 21. So it's a huge shift so far from Sammy Knock, jersey 9.
Subs.
A lot about his aerobic fitness to last the whole 80 minutes at scrum half in these hot conditions.
Sam Caird as well you can throw in there, and
Are we right to go?
let's not forget too, fellas, that even though we're not showing the audience who we're going to choose for our Dwayne Monkley 3-2-1, boy, there are some people that have put their hand up today. What a game it has been.
And that man we're just showing on screen too, Jordan Olsen, this captain, he's been really good. And also you talk about Sam not going the distance. Ross Wright was named as a hooker. I've never seen him play hooker before. I'm not saying he can't, but the beauty about in these hot conditions, the Taniwha have had 5 props on the field. So that's big ups to Jordan Olsen for maybe going the whole distance as well.
Are you saying Ross Wright, the prop, can play halfback?
Hooker, he's named as a hooker for this game. I've never seen him play there before, but he's named there to give them 5 props for the day.
I thought you said halfback. I just fell off my chair. Knock. To Cooper. Kick pass out to Coombs Fabling. He takes it easily.
Let him run, let him
In
run.
fact, tap. And now he kicks in.
Yeah, it's red ball. It's touched there by blue. Just. Yeah, it's red throw. Boris, here we go. No, hang on, we'll play.
Sam, 2 metres.
Still 15 on 14, remember. Waikato
About 20.
have Quinn Tupaia, one of their best players in the bin. Finau has been great in the lineouts of late. But they go down the back.
Hold.
And Parker, Simon Parker, the 20-year-old, gets a nice clean take. That's Lopete Molly.
Right, use it once.
Now they use it. Rowe offloads and they're close to the sideline. Good read from Knock. Sam Knock just went across, guided, watched, took them into touch.
Yeah, bring them on. Just hold it. We've got blue 9s.
Radio Willie Northland has now cleared the bench, 73
Good to
minutes
go.
into the game. Sam Knock departs, and Will Grant is the replacement.
And look at that table. That's the live championship table. They'd move up to 3rd position, Northland. Boy, that would mean they're not playing with the top team. But anyway, still plenty of water to go under the bridge before we find out who are the semi-finalists, as Lopete Molly went to Marlborough Boys College. Now playing for Waikato as Sullivan again does what he does best, into the contact. Quickly released there from Lansdowne, who's on in jersey 22. Again, it's Finau running a nice line.
Advantage.
Slow ball though.
Not rolling.
Pick and go through the middle. Lopete Molly made a real impact since he's come on the field. The ball is there.
You're offside.
Yeah, you don't want to go there.
Ball down.
Tui Loma. It's always going to be a penalty. And the
Ball
good news
still in,
is
you're
that
offside.
Waikato will return to 15 players.
18. Okay, send one. Yeah.
Still time for Waikato, so still 5 minutes.
Get there.
Obviously behind, a lot of time still.
And every point is so valuable as well, Batesy. Even a bonus point will give them that little bit of an advantage where they are in the table with Tasman. As the counter attack comes in from North and it's released Rowe. A lot of players there. Big hit coming in from Thompson, Adam Thompson, playing for Northland. Here goes Luke Jacobson.
Back.
Rowe throws the dummy. Xavier Rowe.
Hands away.
Just a metre short. Looking to get closer. Maybe a bonus point here for Waikato if they can finish the game within 7. Thompson. Adam Thompson. They're going close again. Released. Working in tandem. Ball is there. Rowe releases. Luke Jacobson. As he got over, referee in very good position.
I've got held up.
And there is the answer.
I've got held up.
They got the old, are you kidding as well?
Out 5. No, I've always got it held up. Yeah, that's after the whistle's gone.
This
Ball's
is a
always
very,
held
very
up.
good opportunity for the Mulus. A scrum
Scrum
right in
5.
midfield. But what it does is there is precious time ticking down now. As you can see, under 4 minutes to play. And this will eat up a minute or so here. And in there somewhere the ball does not make it to ground.
That's Will Grant, jersey 21, just 2 minutes before has gone on to the field. And he's the one that got low enough because he wasn't physically going to stop Jacobson, but low enough to hold it up. Referee, as you mentioned, Willie Lowe, saying great position. And that was the call made, the right call.
I think so, yep. 3:50 to go. 3 minutes 50.
So returning rugby to the community is what Mitre 10 Cup is all about. And
okay, we're right to go.
this is a beautiful complex here in Kaikoui.
Luke.
Proud.
Okay, time's
Union,
go
of
on.
course, Northland.
It's
But
3 minutes 50 to
look
go.
at the crowd there.
No, it's clearly held up.
They know their team are heading to the semi-finals. Just who they'll play, we won't know until late on Sunday. One thing is for sure, is they've got great support in the far north.
Yeah, great complexes. Willie, we've got the main field here. We've got another 3 fields over the back, club rooms to behind Waikato. The town is literally a 500-metre walk away, so right in the mix-up.
Well, it's great to have you with us today as well, Ian. Your knowledge and insights.
Stand it up.
Obviously, this is a wonderful area.
Time's off. Yeah, time is off.
And this is a big result for Northland. I don't think too many people would have thought that Waikato would be upset by Northland in the last week of regular round.
Let's go.
No, they're on a bit of a losing streak at the moment, Waikato. If they don't get over this one, this will be 3 in a row. They're tipped up against Auckland, and then last week, literally in the 82nd minute, they're beaten by the Bay.
Options both way. They've got Tapire out to the right. That's the way that you'd normally go. Lansdowne is standing right behind the scrum. In fact, that's Coombs Fabling. Now, Messam to Rowe. The wide pass, stolen by Matalai's offside.
Blue collapsing. Blue loose head.
So something.
You almost got to think for Waikato, if you want to win this one, there's no point in having a scrum. It takes too long. You need to score twice, just tap and rumble.
Let's see if they're listening. Well, that's where the penalty occurred. And then there was the intercept from Matalai.
11 points, you need to score twice. The scrum, 77-30. By the time the ball gets out, we'll be lucky to be 78-30.
It's on you.
You're cutting down your time. I thought they would have tapped and gone then.
Maybe they're thinking of just that one try to get within 7, to get the 1 point from the game.
Crouch. Bind. Sit. Keep it up.
Just a shove there. Will Grant. And now Rowe, Xavier Rowe. Went one way. Grant has just hammered him. They'll pick and go here, Waikato. So nothing came from that scrum.
Onside, Blue.
They had the advantage.
No.
Can they score a point to get a bonus point for them as we head into finals footy next week? Cobb offloads, defence is there. Messam looks one way and then sees the forwards out that way. Finau throws the dummy though, Messam.
Don't go there.
He's only a metre short. Rob Cobb picks up and goes.
Yeah. I can't reward that, he's not rolling. Number 8, Blue, not rolling. Hold the line, Blue.
You won't score twice.
Well, now they're going to take your advice. And they're going to just tap and go.
Scrum called.
Oh, no, the scrum is called.
45 seconds. 45. Ball came out the back. And your hooker was up first anyway, so it would have been a reset. Yeah, it was, that's why I played on. Yeah.
Well, they've got to get it out of the scrum.
No, ball came out the back.
Nothing's really working there. And Tapire, he's had 10 minutes on the bench. Give him the ball.
He runs a pretty good hard straight line
Crouch.
too, doesn't he? Hard to stop.
Bind. Sit.
Final scrum of the match, potentially. Messam controls it.
Right, play the ball or it's a reset.
Now they've got to play it Rowe. Some running ball, the short ball to Sullivan. Sullivan driving just
Leave
a metre
it.
short. Gregory there with the tackle. The pick and go. Rejected again. Wonderful defence from Northland. They really have put on a show here for their fans in the far north.
No.
And Waikato just can't find any way through this blue wall. Into referee's time. They go a little wider to Parker. He's rejected from right. Ball is there, the pick and go again.
Release.
Northland again, 2 or 3 players there to defend. Messon plays halfback. Rowe working in pods of Waikato, but no way through. They've gone 10 phases and they've gone 2 metres. They get a little close up. Messon desperate to try and score a try to give them a bonus point. Ball pops out. Xavier Rowe was there, but now there's a knock on. They've got to keep playing here, Waikato, because if it stops play, the referee will end the game. Rowe is there.
It's only knock-on advantage.
It's only a knock-on. You can hear Jacobson
now, position.
Gets it back. Same old players in Lopetimoli. Stolen by Mathalai. Turnover's good. Mathalai stolen it. No,
You're not
the
supporting
referee
your body weight
says
first. You're off feet and back.
this game might end when the All Black Argentina starts.
No more, Jordan. No more. Corner.
The scrum's not working, so they've decided to go to the line-out. How about this defence from Northland, Camo? Batesy, this defence from Northland?
Yeah, certainly resolute in it, because at the end of the day, they're going to win the game, but they're still not saying die. They do not want Waikato to score here.
They bring the ball down
From the back,
and
20.
move it forward. Now they've got some momentum. Getting close to the sideline. Ball is down on the ground. And that is it. The Taniwha reigns supreme. And they break the drought. Waikato have won the last 2 years. The Taniwha return to the top table, and Northland have beaten Waikato 28-17 in a throw. Terrific scenes here in the beautiful Kaikoui, the far north, as Northland have stopped the drought. The Taniwha breathes life again. 4 tries to 2. Lee Olsen, Knock and Gregory for the home side. Jacobson and Te Whare Crosby were the try scorers for Waikato. So championship team upsetting the premiership side in Waikato. And now let's get some reaction. Ian Jones is downstairs with Jordan Olsen.
Well, Jordan, congratulations. Famous victory, an amazing venue, but you must be so proud of the team.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely a privilege and an honour to play up here in Kaikoui and put a performance like that together. You know, the shift, especially towards the end there for us boys, was unreal. And that attitude will take us a long way moving forward.
Jordan, you did so many great things out there under the pump early on, conceding a try after 2 millions, but resilience and patience to get back into it must have been very pleasing.
Yeah, patience is the key there, eh? You know, they came out hard and scored early, but, you know, we sort of just reset and started from nil all again and managed to build those phases. And once we did build those phases, you know, it started to come off for us, so very pleasing.
And just quickly, you knew you were playing a semi-final somewhere next weekend, but this went a lot about momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, a couple of shaky games coming into this round, so to put a good performance like that and, like you say, build momentum moving into the semis is very pleasing. So looking forward to seeing where we might end up next week.
Well done. Good luck.
Cheers, Carmen.
He'll be a very happy captain as well. Scored one of the tries there out on the wing. As the atmosphere here, the people get a chance to get in and meet some of their heroes as well. And so it's been a terrific day for Northland. Not so much for Waikato, so let's get some reaction from their captain, Luke Jacobson. He's with Camo.
Well, Luke, you came up here with all the intent in the world, started brilliantly with some offloading game, but never really got into it after that.
Yeah, look, we had a big emphasis on our first 10 minutes. I think we probably had a good 5 minutes, and then just went completely away from what we wanted to do. Like you said, we're trying to throw all these offloads, which isn't our game. I think our game's getting direct and beating them up front, which we didn't do today. Credit to Northland, when they got a bit of a sniff, they built off it and went bloody well off it, which we knew they would, but yeah.
And just a quick mention to the venue, you play at the same stadium as normally around Te Aroha, but nice to play a little different.
Yeah, it's been nice actually. Apart from the 7-hour bus trip up, no, it's actually been nice. We've stayed in Pai here. It's a nice sunny bay over there, and I mean, I love playing at small venues like this. You get the crowd in a little bit closer, a bit more of an atmosphere as well. I think could be the future for Mitre 10 footy. It's good having everybody nice and close and cheering loud.
Good luck to whatever happens for next week.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Oh, it's just terrific to hear him say it's good for the soul of our sport. As you can see, here are the results, and Wellington with a good win over Manawatu, 31-5. And so what impact has that had? Because Otago will take on Tasman from Forsyth Bar and Dunedin at 4:30. And of course there's more Mitre 10 Cup to come as well. 2 o'clock tomorrow, Bay of Plenty against North Harbour, Taranaki Hawke's Bay, and then Canterbury against Auckland. That is a must watch. And man of the match, the MVP of course with the shades on, is Sam Knock.
Well, Sammy, 73 minutes out there, you put your shift in and back into the old sub-union of Bay of Islands. It must be wonderful to be back here.
Oh, I'm loving being back here. This is almost the heart and soul of Northland. The boys are excited to be back in the grassroots, and I'm glad that the 23 got the job done.
Forward pack absolutely after the pump early on in the offloading game that Waikato had. You had to have a lot of patience out there, and you needed some big men to stand up, and they did.
Yeah, we did. Our key message at halftime was to build patience and just have patience within the half, and we'll get the results, which we did. So, yeah, big thumbs up for those forwards.
Personally, though, Sammy, your own game, your whole season actually been fantastic with your running lines and scoring that first try to get yourselves back into the game and have some belief. Been pleased with that line?
Yeah, I was happy he gave me the ball. We struggled the last few weeks, but it's perfect weather for the Tunnies footy, and I'm glad that we put the performance on for our home crowd.
And defence too. Of course, we know so much about Northland rugby about attack, but the defence certainly in the latter half of this game sort of sealed it for you.
Yeah, defence is all about heart for us, and the boys showed a lot of that right through to the 85th minute it almost was. So, yeah, very proud of the lads.
Well done, Sam. Great to have you back home and well played.
Thank you. Cheers.
The MVP and a great occasion, Stephen Bates.
Yeah, it certainly was really for rugby. I suppose if you're a Waikato supporter, you're not that happy. If you're a Taniwha supporter, you're wrapped. But as for a day, a wonderful day here at Kaikoura Rugby Club, and great to be back in this venue.
Yeah, well, everybody has seen this as a positive for New Zealand rugby, and the players have certainly embraced it. So have the fans. They turned up in large numbers to see their side get home as we head into semi-finals footy as well next week. Northland 28-17 on behalf of our entire Sky Sport crew. Thanks for watching Mitre 10 Cup Rugby. Ngā mihi.
The Mitre 10 Cup, proudly brought to you by Mitre 10.